right, the good folks at Vevor, hope I'm saying that right, sent me this, what they are calling a jewelry tool. We might think of it as a sander, polisher. There's also another name I won't say due to probably trademark, copyright, whatever. Before we get too far into this, please leave me a comment saying whether or not you want them to send me a paint booth to test, because I've been asking them for a paint booth to test for a while, and apparently my channel is not big enough yet to get that, so comments would help. Alright, so this tool, the reason I asked to test it was, one, it plugs in, so no batteries to worry about, but mainly what I was interested in is this right here. You got a foot pedal to control the speed, and the reason I thought that might be nice is if you've ever been working with the handheld ones, sanding, polishing, whatever, if you need to adjust the speed, I always feel like you're kind of having to stop what you're doing and turn a dial or something, or flip it over and turn it off, and whereas this I feel like would be easy because you'll be able to work on what you're working on and just adjust with your foot. And since I played drums, I feel like I can use my feet and hands simultaneously. Included in the box, you've obviously got the foot pedal, you've got the main motor unit, you've got some power cables. I don't know, haven't looked yet to see if both have to be plugged in or they daisy chain together or what. We'll figure that out. And then you have the flexible shaft that attaches presumably to there, and then this would be the end that you'd use when you're polishing or whatever. It also comes with several different types of polishers, sanders, grinders, whatever you want to call them. And this is nice. I mean, I don't know how many of you have used tools like this in the past, but you will use these up, so to speak, particularly the sanders and so forth. They will wear out. So it's nice to have a large selection of them. And also, when you get an assortment like this, it kind of gives you an idea of which ones you like to use more often than not. I tend to use the cutoffs, the sanders, and I'll call these grinders, mainly in my work. Of course, you have instructions. Nobody reads those, right? And then two different tools, I'm guessing, for changing out bits, perhaps. But we'll figure all that out here in a minute. I'm going to go find those instructions I just tossed away and see what I need to see. Basic setup is pretty straightforward. Your pedal has a male connector that goes to your power source, has a female connector that goes to the actual tool. And then when you provide power to it, so you see what I'm talking about, you can actually do some pretty fine-tuning work pretty easily because you can regulate the speed with this without having to adjust anything by hand. I'm assuming that this is going to need to be mounted somehow. I don't think you can just leave it laying around because, as you see, it moves if it's not secured. So I'll have to figure out if they intend for you to just hang this off of something or what. So what you want to do is pull the centerpiece out of here and fit it over there, and you'll see there's a flat edge on there. That's going to go down there, and then tighten this with this tool. And it should be snug enough to hold that. Then go ahead and fish this back up and thread it onto there and snug it up. I'll point out two things. One, there's a screw right there that works with this tool. If you loosen that, you can pull this piece out, and then just this black plastic. Number two, this is reverse threaded, so instead of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So spin it backwards to tighten it up, but I have mine tightened up now. And then this is just a typical chalk tool, so line that up there, and then you can tighten it or loosen it as you need to make your piece fit on there. Make sure you have it nice and tight so that your tool turns with this and not independently. And then, as you see, so I'll just have to figure out what I want to do with this, because I think if you don't hold it, I mean, you could probably lay it down like that. I don't know if that's a good permanent solution for it though. So lots of opportunity here to take care of different things, grinding down plastics, whatever. I typically plastics and metals, obviously working on vehicles, but I love these type of tools, and this will be a great addition to my arsenal of tools because of being able to do it by foot control instead of having to figure out what speed I like. And if I don't like the speed, having to stop and turn this and turn some dial and so forth. So check it out, Vevor, and again, leave a comment that you want them to send me a paint booth, because we need to do some more painting videos. See you in the next one.